Hello guys, welcome again to this channel, and if you are new in this channel, please do sure to subscribe, because what I'm giving you is from my own experience. Today I'm going to be sharing this trade that I took on Friday last week. I took this trade yesterday, which is Friday. Friday is on the 8th of September. That's when I took this trade. I will show you how I managed to take this trade. Look, what I'm here to discuss is how you can actually grow your small money, small accounts easily, because I noticed that most forex traders, sometimes you don't have funds to big money to trade, but I'm here to show you how you can actually grow your small money, even if it's $10, even if it's $20. Easy method. Okay, this is one method that I figured out myself, and I've been using it, and it's been working for me very well. So let's dive into it immediately. I'll show you this trade. This does not work for all trade, but I will show you this trade that I took yesterday, which is 8th of September. The reason why I'm telling you this is for you to check on it and see for yourself. So you can see this trade is on a daily time frame, and you can see actually from the daily time frame, you can see it's on an uptrend. I don't want to go back to the monthly or to the weekly running top down analysis, but actually you can see this is a uptrend already. So what you're gonna do is that, don't mind the lines, don't mind everything you're seeing, just pay attention to what I'm actually showing you right here. You can see that we are right here on this trade. We are right here. We are on this box on this trade from the daily time frame. This our focus, this place that I just bust out. So this is gonna be our focus on this trade right here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go on the 4-hour time frame, because that's where we are actually going to be looking at this trade from. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see this trade very well. That is on a flip zone setup. It's a flip zone setup. You can see from this zone, it's flipped to this zone. From this zone, let me show you. Where's my arrow? So you can see from this zone right here, from this zone like this, it's flipped to this zone. It's flipped to this zone, right here. You can see that's a wrong drawing. It's flipped to this zone. So it flipped to this zone right here. You can see the way it flipped. You can see the area it started flipping right here. You can see it from this side. You can see where the flip occur from this place. You can see the flip occur right here. So why am I showing you all this? For you to understand. I know most of you do understand this, but I'm just trying to show you, for those who don't understand, what flip zone is. Flip zone is a trade when you have a trade like this. When you have a trade consolidating after a while, you see something like this, up or downward, go up and repeat the same consolidating method, and this is where we have our flip zone right here. You can see this is going to be our flip zone, flipping and giving you a continuous pattern right here. So you can have it in this manner also. You can also have it in this manner after consolidating, after giving us a straight pattern. Then you see a flip to the downside, give us the same thing. Then you see a flip again to the downside, give us the same thing. So you can see this is what I call a flip zone. You can see it flipping to the other side, continuously giving us the same pattern. You can obviously see a flip zone like this, and you can actually take your trade from this era. You can actually take your trade from here after flipping like this. When you go back and retest, you take your trade from here, from this flip zone. So the trade is actually taking, most forex traders take trade from this flip zone. So people take trade from this flip zone right here. When it flips and you know it's a flip zone, when they give you a retest, you take your trade from this area. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about right here. I'm going to be talking about how you are about to grow, how you are able to grow your small account. So, and I know this is gonna be this is a lot of challenge for upcoming trader, people that are actually trying to grow their small accounts, and it really affected me a lot in my own journey because I blow up a lot of small accounts. I really blow up a lot of my small account when I'm actually starting this journey of trading forex. So I'm about to share my experience, not just a lecture but an experience, because like they always say, experience is actually the best teacher. So let me show you what I actually learned from this experience. So the easiest way to grow your small account, not talking too much, not making many mistakes on trading. The easiest way I've seen to grow your small account. You can see that this is a flip zone setup. You can see that this is a flip zone right here. So what you're going to do to grow your small account? Look, you can see that it created a you can see that after this flip zone, number one step for to grow your small account, you have to be very patient. Number one step is patience. Yes, number one step is patient, so that the trade will give you a clear picture of where it's actually going. If you don't have a clear picture of what the trade is actually doing as a newbie, it's likely that your conviction of a trade is is not really perfect yet. You sometimes this flip zone will happen and you might not even know. Yes, it has happened to me. So it has happened to me many times that this flip zone will happen. I will not even know. I will not be aware of it. So it has happened to me. That's why I'm actually showing you that for you to know that this is a flip zone, you have to be very patient. For you to know that this market actually flipped, you might not know when it gets to this place. You might find it difficult to actually know when it gets to this angle, when it gets to this place. You might not know when it's coming down here. When it gets to this place, you might still find it difficult to this place, that this my arrow here. So you might not even know that this is actually getting you a flip zone setup. You might not know, but a old trader might realize, okay, this is a flip zone, and buy from this angle and buy from here. But as a new trader, you might not know, so you have to be very patient. It's okay to lose a trade. It's okay to be patient and lose a trade than lose your money. So what you're gonna do right here as a newbie, you might not know yet. Then you will think that after this up, you when it comes down again the second time, which happened right here, so you begin to have an idea that wow, this is going to be a flip zone, because for this trade to come down right here to retest area this area of our flip zone, you already have an idea that already this is an uptrend. And number two, you know that the number one certain thing you have to get here is that as long as this trade did not break this support right here, it did not break it. It came here to test it. It came to this support the second time to test it, and it did not break it. This support right here, this support right here, it came here to test it. This support right here, it came to test this support the second time, and it did not break it. What's that telling you? It's telling you that it's actually a uptrend, and what happened right here is likely to repeat itself. What happened right here in this flip zone is likely to repeat itself, even if not this in the same manner, but you can actually be assured that what actually happened right here is going to repeat itself here, for giving you the second touch of this flip zone and not breaking the support of this flip zone. You will know that this flip zone is actually going to be a success. So what you do, our first confirmation is giving us a retest in the first first touch, it came again to give us a second touch right here, which is our first confirmation. Let me write it so you can see it very well. Let me write it. So this is our first touch right here. This is our second touch here. This is our second touch. So my emphasis is for the second touch, because one thing I understand for newbies, the patient is not always there. That's why we blow our account. You want to take a trade that is accurate. You don't want to take a trade that you are guessing, because this have to do with your money. This have to do with your money. You don't want to be guessing with your money. Okay, so after this second touch right here, our first confirmation is this trend coming back to retest this our first touch, retest this support area. As long as this trade retests this support area and give us, and one thing you will know that it's not going to break. So how do you know that this trade is not going to break to the downside after a retest? Because obviously seeing this long bearish candlestick, and of course they taught us that if you see a bullish engulfing, you know that it's giving us a uptrend. But you cannot find a bullish engulfing candlestick right here. You can't find it right here. So how do you know that? Or are you going to wait until it break this? Because you can see this bearish engulfing is very long right here, and for we to get a break in the 4 hour time frame, you can see that a break lead to a very long stretch, which gave us this bullish engulfing breaking to the top. And you can as well not want to risk it and take a trade from this area to this. You don't want to risk it to take a trade from here to let me show you, from here to here to this area, because that's where it stopped in the first. You want to take a trade to stop at where it stopped in the first touch. So you don't want to risk it. Of course, you can see, even if you do it, you can still come out successful, but you have to be very patient, and you have a small account. That's not what I'm trying to introduce you to. Because of your small account, you don't want to risk it, because you can see what it actually did here. When it, after this bullish engulfing candlestick, what it did is that it went down. And I don't think your small money, if you are trading a $10 account or a $20 account, it depends on your lot size, can take this trade down right here. You can see after this bullish engulfing, because you want to get a break from the bearish engulfing candlestick. So after this bullish engulfing, you get a break downward before you can see a upward trend. So what you gonna do to catch this trade? So the main focus is for us to catch this trade at this bottom. For you to catch this trade right here with a small account, you can catch this trade right here. So what I did taking this trade is, you go over to a smaller time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame, to get a deeper knowledge on this trade. You can see right here on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it start giving us a pattern, which is lower low and a lower high right here. You can see that a pattern was created right here. So if we want to view this pattern, let's go on a 15 minutes time frame, so we'll see this pattern very well. We'll get a view on this pattern very well. So what happened right here? Let's see. In our second touch, I actually started taking this trade from our third touch, but because I didn't catch it on our second touch, but it can be repeated on our second touch. That's why I want to show you what happened right here. So on the 15-minute time frame, you can see right here that we have a pattern, which I normally told you that this is what I trade. This is how I take my trade. When I see a trade like this going on a lower low and a lower high, a lower low and a lower high, a lower low and a lower high, yeah, this is the kind of trade I trade. Or something going like this. higher high and a higher low, higher high and a higher low, higher high. So this is the kind of trade I trade, or a flip zone setup, or this kind of setup. And it has to be clear for me, to me. It has to be very clear. It has to give me a very clear direction. So what I understand about trading is patience. So let's go back to our 1 hour time frame, because our 15 minutes time frame is too rough. So let's go back to our 1 hour time frame, so I will be able to show you what I want to show you right here. So you can see in our second touch right here, you can see it started giving us that pattern that I showed you right here. It started giving us this. So we have confirmed that coming down here is our first, coming down to this support level, to this support level in our second touch is our first confirmation that is creating a flip zone. Then giving us, so we have to look at this pattern. It gives us a lower low and a lower high, a lower low right here, and a lower high. Then it gave us a lower low right here. So what happened after this lower low? Then it gave us a lower high. It gave us a lower high right here. Come with me. If you don't know, if you can't detect this thing, just make sure you are doing what I'm doing right here. You take your arrow and do this thing. Sometimes I do it so that I will not get confused. So it gave us a lower high right here. Then what happened? It gave us this. It did not give us a lower low. It retested this lower low. So how do you consider a change of trend or a break of structure? When a trade, it gave us this lower low, and it pushed to the upside. It gave us this higher high right here. So how do you consider a break of structure or a change in trend? When a trend break the last lower low. When a trend break the last lower low. So where is the last lower higher low right here? The last higher low. When a trend break the last higher low, you consider it a break of structure. What is the last higher low? The last higher low is this area. Let me circle it for you. Let me point it out for you right here. Don't get it confused. The last higher low is this place. This place is this higher low right here. So you don't want to use this one, because this one is when the trend started to, it did not give us a lower low. After this top, after this up, it did not give us anything lower than this, because the last one was this. Then it gave us a lower low. The higher low was this, the last higher low, and it created a lower low right here. So this higher low did not created a lower low. So we will not consider this as a higher low. We will consider this as the last higher low of this trend, of this area. It completes the last higher low to this axis right here. So it completed the last higher low to this area right here. So the last higher low was this. So the last higher low was this area right here. So you have to wait for a break in the last higher low, which is this. And after this break, it's likely you have a retest, and you wait for the retest. The retest is going to be this. You wait for a retest. Once it gives us a break, you know that this structure right here is damaged. This structure right here is damaged. So you wait for a retest, and obviously you can see the retest. You see the retest. This is the retest. You wait for a retest. Then when you get this retest, you buy from here. You buy to the upside right here. So when you get this retest, this is the retest area. You wait for the retest right here. I'm trying to build this up because I know most of us will not be able to understand what I'm saying. So I'm trying to mark the area so that we can understand this very well. So after this retest, after, you have to know that after any break of any structure, after a break of structure occur, like a break of this structure, a break of this structure right here, this structure, you can see that after this break of this structure right here on this axis that happen right here, a break of this structure right here occur, you have to wait for a retest, because this structure, this downtrend is broken already. So this is showing you that this a damage has been happened, as occur in this downtrend, that this downtrend is not going to occur right here again. That's why we went to the 1 hour time frame, is to give us a clear picture on what's happening in the trend, what's happening right here, not giving us, not seeing something like this, not seeing something like this, because we always see something straight on the 4 hour time frame. We always see something like this. We just see a candlestick straight like this. We don't want to see this. We want to see something consolidating, something like this, giving us a higher high and a higher low, in higher high and a higher low, so that we can determine where is our last higher low and where is our last break of structure. When you can see something like this, and eventually see something like this, see this candlestick go up and retest this last higher and lower low and come back. Sometimes it creates a double bottom, sometimes it creates a head and shoulder pattern, any of them. So it come down and go up again, then go up again. It actually break the last higher low. So after this break of the last higher low, what you see is that a retest, you actually experience a retest on the higher, on the trend, on the last trend, before it start creating a new pattern like this, it start giving you a upper higher high and a higher low, higher high and a higher low again. So what I'm saying is that what I actually drew here is that you can see this is a trend. This is actually a trend. This is actually a trend going downward. So for you to know that this trend is broken, you have to wait for a break on this trend. You have to experience a break of this pattern right here, a break of this pattern. You can see that the last higher low was this. So you can see the break occurred right here. The break happened right here on this area right here. This is where the break happened, because it broke this structure. You can see that there is this last one did not break. You can see that this structure was broken right here with this higher high. So after this break occur right here, what happened? After this break occur right here, what happened right here? You will see a retest. You have to wait for a retest. You don't just jump into a trade. You have to wait. If you don't see a retest, don't go into the trade. Leave the trade. It's not for you. You have to wait for a retest, which is what happened right here in this our trade right here. You have to wait for a retest. Then you buy here. Then you long here. You buy on this in this area. And another thing is that knowing that this retest, then when you buy here, so let me finish what I'm saying. When you actually buy here, when you actually long here, after this retest, you don't wait for it again. Once you see this retest right here, knowing that this has given us our retest, you buy here. How do you know that this has given us a retest? How do you know that this retest is complete? You now go to the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame to see this pattern again. This pattern, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, to see when it changed direction on our retest. That is how to take a trade, just the same way. I don't want this lesson to be long. That's why I'm actually taking my time. So when you see a straight line like this, that happen right here, How do you know that this trend, this retest is this straight line right here? How do you know that this retest is about to turn to change to an uptrend? You go to the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame to see what is really happening right here on this straight line. Let's go there. Let's see. Let me show you. Let's see what really happened right here. So, let me see. So 15 minutes does not give us justice. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's see if justice will be done right here. So you can see it. You can see it on the 5 minutes. You can see it right here. You can see it on the 5 minutes right here. You can see where the trends change right here on these 5 minutes. So if you want to be, once you experience this retest and you see this bullish engulfing candlestick on this retest, you know that this trend has changed, because obviously it's a retest. You already know that there is a break of structure already, and this retest occur and gave you a bullish engulfing candlestick. So this is where you take your trade. You take your trade from this exit after this bullish engulfing pattern. This lesson I'm giving you, I just hope you understand it, because this is a very sure way you can grow your small account. You take your trade right here, and you take your trade knowing that this is a pattern that is going to go a long way. So you take your trade. So I like taking my trade on the 15 minutes time frame or the 1 hour time frame after analyzing my chart. So I'll go to the 1 hour time frame so that it's going to look a little lesser for us right here. So you take your trade right here. You take your trade right here. Take your trade right here and aim to this area. Aim to this area right here. So that's how you take your trade, guys, and that's how you grow your small account on a very accurate manner, on a very accurate setup. Very, very accurate. This one, you have no doubt that you are going to lose this trade, because the lesson, if you understand this lesson, I'm actually going to do another lesson again, because I think this is a very rough lesson that I just did, and I pray that most of you get this point. This is how you take your trade without having any losing trade. If you don't see a setup like this, don't go into any trade. As a newbie, you actually keep on learning. You actually put in effort to watch videos online, what videos that you can understand. So at the earlier process, you have to keep on watching video that you want. If you don't understand the video, don't watch the video, just don't repeat, but a video that you can understand. So some of us know how to trade, and some of us don't know how to give lessons, to teach. That's what I understand. In my own journey, I have to look for a lot of video. I have to watch a lot of videos. And watching too much video gets you confused. Just stick to what you can understand. Okay? Have a lovely day and bless up. I will take you on another lesson. The trade I actually took. My next video. Do sure to watch my next video, which I will actually talk about this third touch right here, because that's where I took my trade. This third touch, I will talk about it, and I will show you the trade live. The trade is actually still running, and I'm still running on profit. I will show you how I took this trade, this thought on this third touch, how I saw this trade. Obviously I really did not see this second touch. Actually I would have get my trade from this double bottom right here in this first touch, but I really did not catch it right there. So I will actually show you what I did in my set touch. I don't want this video to be long. Okay guys, if you like my video, kindly do sure to subscribe. I will be giving you lessons on how to trade a small account, because that's how I started and that's how I learned how to trade. Okay guys, have a lovely day. Thank you for my new subscribers. I love you all. Have a lovely day. Bye. God bless you.